All right, welcome to the semifinals of the Boston MFS Pro-Am between Badan, Bernie Samper, Will Mariani, and Bamber.
Side out, 1 love.
In the black. Just getting underway here. Will Hardigan will join me in a few minutes.
Down. 1 all.
Let's go, Will.
So the quarter between Clive Leach and, well, basically Clive Leach
2-1.
and against Swiss was on the court that wasn't on video, and that was a weird match. So these guys, Bernie and Swiss are sort of like, this is the first real test they have at pace. That match was incredibly slow. Leach did a great job of slowing the ball down, and Kyle Martino played great, hit a bunch of winners, and that was we got Will Hardigan coming in now.
3-1.
Big personality. Larger than life.
How are you? How's it
Court,
started?
second serve.
It started well, so we have a racket error from Mariani, but they are up 3-1. I think they're kind of like a dark horse team. Like, you don't think they're going to be as good as they are, right?
I find that to be the case with Mariani across the board. I mean,
yeah, people
he's the
underestimate.
type of guy that you just want to underestimate on the squash court because he's got a lot of stuff going on. But he is good,
3-1.
and he plays doubles too. You know, he's a smart player. He plays the whole court.
Yeah.
Ton of angles. Who do you like here, though?
I think I like Bernie and Swift. I think Bernie's probably, if not the best right now, like just in terms of on the tour. He's quick, he's steady, he's got the shots.
Are you going to say that he's the best guy on tour right now?
I think he's
Is that
one
what
of
you
them.
were saying?
I think he's one of them. Well, you tell me who's.
No, I think
who's
that's
got
a
more
legitimate
weapons?
point. I just hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah, well, if I had to choose a partner, and granted I got to go left wall, he'd be up there.
Me?
Yeah, you would too.
Thank you.
Although on the left, dude, I don't know. How do you like playing the left? You played the left a little bit this year.
I actually enjoy it more because I don't have any heat over there, so I'm forced to actually do something more than just hitting hard cross courts. I feel like I see angles more. I shoot a little better over there, but at this level, I can't really hang. Do you like it?
I love it over there, but it's tempting. I just can't. I can't handle when somebody's really ripping it at me. I just can't seem to do anything other than cough it back up.
Yeah.
It's a good. If you like shooting, the left wall is the spot to be.
I would say that Swiss.
4-1.
I am always
right
so
side
impressed when I play Swiss because he's easy to underestimate because he doesn't hit it that hard. He's not going to shoot you off the court.
Yeah.
But he never gives you anything.
Yeah.
You know, he gives you no errors. His positioning is perfect, and he's really, really high squash IQ out there.
And he's also willing to be out there for 2 hours doing just
5-1.
hitting it hard cross courts.
He will pick a game plan before he goes on court and stick to it for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a workhorse out there. Him and Bernie are good. Well, they're basically the #1 team, right? They're the team to beat.
Yeah.
With Monik and Mudge out.
I think that playing with Monik for so many years, Swiss just got so tough because he saw so many balls when he was with Monik. And I don't know if you remember watching those matches, Monik and Swiss versus Gould and Mudge. So it would be like 2.5 hours, and Swiss would be just a firing squad against him. But
6-1.
Said we had an outright clean, but this is actually really good quality, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, this is great. And Mariani, Bamber on a bit of a run. I didn't see their match yesterday, but was it against you?
Yeah.
Was
You didn't see?
they must
Side
have
out,
played really
2-6.
well, huh?
They did. They played. I think Mariani winners to error ratio is probably in the green there, which you never know. And they were, I mean, Bamber brought both of them actually brought a lot of speed. They made a lot of really good gets, and it was frustrating because there's always like 4 points in every game that you're kind of scrambling and you need to win those, and they just sort of out-scrambled us with those, and that was the difference.
2-6.
And I think it was our, 6th match to their first match. They just had a little bit more intensity than us.
Is Mariani fast? I've actually never played him.
So he's deceptively fast, and he wears those knee pads for sliding.
For a reason?
Yeah, for a reason. I guess sliding. And he uses them well. Like, why he'll do this like weird diving slide. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And little known fact, I'm pretty sure he's a baseball player. I think he still plays.
No way.
Yeah.
Baseball?
So he's used to sliding.
It's lit. 2-6.
Any idea what position? I could see him being a catcher.
Yeah, I think he would be a catcher. He is lefty though, so maybe he's pitching. I don't know. That's usually a good.
Actually,
first base seems like as far as he'd go though. For a lefty.
Good line. I mean, what are we talking about at this point?
Well, you put the lefty at first base, or you put him on the mound, but yeah.
How's Bamber? He's another guy I haven't really played.
So I've played. I guess this was the second time, or no, third time. I played him once with Bobby, and he had that sort of great rookie season.
That run,
yeah,
David Johnson.
In the Johnson, and then I played him with Leach, and I mean, I think he's quick and he hits it super hard. It's amazing. He's actually one of the harder hitters. And whenever you put him up in the front, you're going to be in big trouble. So you got to like shoot really crisply. So nice clawback by Bernardo and Swiss.
Yeah. I mean, at the beginning, it was kind of like, here's a free lesson for you. 6-1.
Have you played against Swiss lately?
I have played Swiss a lot in the last 2 years.
What do you do when he doesn't give you any cross court? He doesn't seem to, like, if you watch where he stands.
His positioning, right?
Yeah.
So we always.
It's overly aggressive, no?
We always get into it, he and I, whenever we play. As you know, a lot of that fault probably falls on my shoulders.
What do you get into it about, though?
I don't necessarily know where I'm going out there.
Down.
I feel like
he's giving you grief.
I feel like he takes his position and he just stays there and he doesn't, which is fair game. I mean, I'm of the mentality that any piece of court is fair game to stand on. I mean, aren't you, though?
Yeah, man, it's America.
Free country.
Yeah. When we play in Canada, maybe it's different, but I don't know. Here we can.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, I feel really constricted when I play him. I don't feel like I can finish my swing. I spend a lot of time behind him trying to get in front of him.
Definitely a big part of his game, I think. And look, he's used to firepower, so he's not afraid of it. But I've noticed even in like pro-ams, I'm like, man, he is just taking everything. He's almost playing like the am that takes everything but the rail, and you're not going to pound the am.
Yeah.
Light the amateur up.
A couple things he does really well too. He can. The winners he hits, he doesn't hit the reverse all that often.
No.
But he can hit a cross-court nick well.
He can
and
do that
he also hits a straight rail really well as anyone, I'd say. I mean, that's a hard shot to hit with the proper weight. And
Clive Leach was another good one.
Clive is so good at that, obviously, too.
I like Swiss's racket preparation. On the forehand, it's easy to get lazy because you can always kind of make it up. And he's always got a good prepped racket.
I agree with that. I always watch his technique because he seems hyper conscious of how he's holding the racket, and he hits the ball really cleanly. He's calm.
One of the things I noticed in their match yesterday was actually he was not hitting the ball clean at all, and I think that's the only reason that match was extended a bit.
7-6.
So we're back at 6-6.
Gaetano Cipriano just texted me and said there were no left-handed catchers, Will, not even at corner. That's a good point.
That's true, yeah. I think Will's the first one.
Another baseball fact. John Brazilian, who was the former president of the University Club, who's a great guy, great
guy.
here.
He's my pro-am partner this
Oh,
season.
yeah, that's right.
Brazilian air, if you will.
7-all, right side.
The winning game in the College World
Right
Series.
side.
In the 20s?
All right, he's your partner. That's tough.
he's
He was a big
74 years
lefty.
old, isn't he?
He says they didn't have, they couldn't clock him back then because it was so long ago, which I don't believe. But he said the sound of the mitt. It's pretty serious.
Yeah, I bet. Well, he's what is he, 6'4"?
Yeah.
Lanky.
And he's rusty.
Yeah, and he's in incredible shape.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's
amazing shape.
Yeah.
He's playing in the Century next week with Ryan Mullaney.
How old's
I'm
Ryan?
concerned about because I'm in the same draw. Mullaney, I actually want to do an audit on their age.
8-7.
Because he's a young 70s and Mullaney is mid to late 20s. I'm going to get it down to a month and make sure that they're at 100 or more because I'm not happy about them being in my draw.
Yes, let.
Who
8-7.
are you playing with?
Edward Minskoff. We're going for the 4-peat.
What, how old's Ed? How old's Eddie these days?
I don't
70s?
know.
Is he 70s?
He's in his 70s.
You don't
Fit.
know. There might have to
Fit.
be an audit of
So
70s. And you're what, 30?
29.
29, yes.
You always chirp me about how old I look, though.
I do. I do.
I've got a little gray hair.
Oh, yeah, you do have a little gray coming in. I'm not one to talk about that. I got the gray beard. You have gray anywhere else?
Look, though. No. Okay. Really? I'm so impressed watching Will.
Yeah, because you expect him to be
Side out,
garbage,
8
but
all.
he's not.
I don't expect him to be garbage, but he's quirky. He's a true eccentric, right?
Yeah.
And so I just equate that with
8 all.
being a loose cannon on court, making stupid errors, stuff
Yep.
like that. And he's the opposite of that on court. I mean, he's really like a cerebral player.
Oh, it sounded like he hit a crack. Yeah. 8 all. This is a. You know what? You can expose Will if you. I find that when you get him on his backhand, he's pretty exposed. And
Does he have a weak backhand?
Yeah.
He hits a ton of Phillies.
He does. But I'm surprised the guys in blue haven't really gone up the middle more. Usually when you have a lefty and a righty, you can kind of power the
9-8.
ball up the middle and get a lot of shots coughed back up at you. And
Yeah,
if
that's-
Swiss hit a Bose, Will goes in at a pretty aggressive angle where he's got to play it on his backhand.
It looks like blue is undoubtedly bringing more balls to Will, though, right? That's got to be their strategy.
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
to
for sure.
move Will up and down the wall, get him running as much as he can.
And his fitness hasn't really been tested yet, right? They had one match.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
another thing. I think he's sneaky fit.
Do you think so?
I do.
10-8.
How's your fitness these days? You pretty fit? Singles fit?
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of singles since I moved to Boston. So I feel like I'm fit. I find that singles is great for fitness and
11-8.
doubles, but I don't like what it does to my swing. You know?
Your double swing.
Yeah.
Oh,
At all,
rare error
particularly
from
on the
Swiss, going
backhand.
for it.
12-8.
That's
It
kind
is.
of
It
teed up
seems-
for him. These guys are quickly running away with it.
It seems like blue is getting a little impatient here. You know, I don't know.
I think they had a sort of a nervy first match
Yeah.
yesterday that kind of took their confidence away because they did not play well. I mean, they came away with the W, which is, so they did what they needed to.
Oh, Will
I
with a
know.
great pick from the back of the court.
I
You
gotta
almost-
say, in our match, in every game, there are at least 2 or 3 like one of those where you're like, are you kidding me, Will? Like where he kind of like frames it and it's got all this crazy spin and finds a nick. Oh no.
I feel like that's pretty on brand for Will too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
13-8.
It's
That's not
so
surprising.
frustrating. It's more frustrating than if someone hits a clean winner. You're just like, God damn it.
yeah.
That was a weird racket error from Swiss. So that was 2 errors in a row from Swiss.
You know, I think that happened to him a couple times yesterday too. I think that I
This hit
saw
him,
them.
too? Oh, No, this
Great
is
shot
14-8.
from Will.
game ball.
Wow.
Quickly, it was
This is
8.
decisive.
Yeah, it was 8 all.
Big point.
Oh,
Down,
man,
first
Bernie,
game.
these guys didn't even want to be
Mariani
there.
Bamber, 1 love.
Wow, that was not a good game.
All right, so that's the end of the first game. We're going to step out to get a slice of pizza. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Mariani Bamber lead 1 game to love. Second game, Laval. Oh, I shouldn't, but probably. No, I just going out every night. Laval.
All right, back with my boy Billy.
All right, it's
Started the second game.
It's interesting that we get to sit right next to where the guys congregate in between games. We get a little glimpse into the energies and the attitudes of the team. And Blue seems a little bit manic right now.
I think they're gonna win this one though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's hard to believe that Bamber and Mariani can continue to play this steady and roll through good teams like this. But this is now 4 games in a row because yours was a 3-game match yesterday, right?
Well,
and they played super well throughout.
Yeah, they. I mean, like I said, they did what they needed to pretty well. There were patchy times where it was like pretty scrappy, but the problem is it's tough. You want to expose Mariani, and it's tough to do.
We've got Chris Callis in the booth, who's playing later tonight. He's got a turtleneck on, and
with shorts. The turtleneck with shorts.
Cozy.
Yeah.
What does Bamber do well?
Bamber has good, consistent pace, great mover. Put in a few shots,
He's steady, right? He's just solid.
He is an emotional player.
That's a good point. He likes to play for a crowd.
Yeah, he's a big
He
emotional.
likes to peacock a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of, know who else that's kind of like? The magician here. Why do they call you the magician, honestly? Tell the crowd.
If you do a magic trick and no one's there to watch, what's the point?
It's a good line.
Yeah. I will say this, playing Bamber, I forgot, like, so he's basically, it's not his rookie year, he's been playing for a few years, but, like, what I forgot about playing him is how physical he is on the right wall, which you wouldn't expect, because he
bumps over there, right?
He bumps and pushes and, like, tries to, like, push you off your position, like, when you're off the ball. Looks like Chris sat on some, yeah. Chris sat in some coffee.
Bamber's probably chippy because where he grew up. What town in England did he grow up in?
I have no idea. JR might know.
JR, what town in England did Bamber grow up in? Okay. Okay.
We'll ask Leach.
Out of court. 2-2. Samper right.
Right, he's from Bristol. That's where he's from. Okay.
Is that bad area? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
He's saying he's from the other side of the track.
Basically, I'm saying he's from the other side of the track. But that is from Bamber specifically. He's obviously kind of got the pretty boy look, you know, with the blonde flowing locks. He just cut his hair. But, you know, he always goes on about how tough his hometown is and how he grew up. Yeah.
I never really think of England as being all that tough, but
Bristol, it's home of the soccer hooligans.
Before JR left, I want to ask if his New Year's resolution was to put on weight. He might be the first, right? Do you have a prediction for that match? It's going to be a good match, right?
Interesting match. Yeah. I was impressed by Bedell and
I love Bedell's game.
Stout last night. He's
such an athlete, right?
Size.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Stroke.
I actually think he's better on the left.
3-2.
He is. The only
Having
thing that
played-
gets him into trouble is errors.
Yeah.
And he actually made, you know, a fair amount of errors in the first 3 games yesterday.
For his size, he makes tremendous gets, right? He
Crazy
moves like
fast.
Bernie, yeah.
And Stout is
Long
sneaky,
reach.
arguably the fastest. I mean, he's one of the
think
fastest
so?
guys out here.
Even
Yeah.
still.
I think so. He has an incredible first step.
3-2.
Would you say, what do you think in order? Fastest guy, not really on tour still, but Randy Lim?
Yeah, I do.
Randy Lim probably. And then Vargas and Bernie are probably not so close second, right?
I haven't played with Bernie enough to really know. I played a lot with Stout, though, and it is really hard to put a ball down against him.
Man, that is some drop from Bernie. Oh, not a lot of confidence in that drop, right?
Yeah.
When you hit it 4 feet above the tin on basically a feed from Mariani.
I could have used some more of those from you on Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday. I like this. Oddly enough, I know they're both the same, but I like this court better than the other one, and it shows in my playing. I didn't lose a game on this court, and I only lost games on.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was 4-0 on the other court, or 0-4, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until after our match, but
including
we
pro.
won the first game.
Yeah, on that court, and then we had
on that court they made a switch for the
and then
live stream, and then we got rolled by you.
Well, the magician had an audience, I guess, right? Well, if you had to come up with a nickname for yourself, are you Bam Bam Billy?
Light switch? Bam Bam Billy?
Yeah.
My nickname in college was Blackout Billy.
Yeah, but you've since done away with that, I guess.
Those days are over.
4-3.
I don't think you can. You're the only guy out here that can self-proclaim a nickname.
I did not self-proclaim.
You did.
That is
Who
false.
called you the magician? Come on.
If you must know, and I set the record straight on this almost every year, the nickname came up in the O'Reilly, where they gave nicknames to all the players.
And yours was the Magician?
Yes, it was Hamed the Magician on Bari, and then there were some good ones like Jim smoking grass.
Grass?
Was it? Yeah. Mark, I'm still married, divorce it. Was another good one. What else did we have? We had Will, the Wizard of Oznado.
I like that.
Yeah, that was a good one. So that, I mean, that was quite a few years
Not
ago.
up, thank you.
It just seems like everything is going right
Yeah,
for Black.
5-3.
that was when we were playing them. It was one of those where it was like any time it hit the frame, you knew it was just going to be a winner. So should we start calling you Bam Bam Billy?
Please no. Please.
Oh, Mariani just slots it casually.
6-3.
It was a feat, but anytime you slot it, I think Blue's pretty nervous here. A lot of pressure being #1 seed, first tournament of the year.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
wow, is that
again.
another dead winner? Was that a
Yeah.
crack?
7-3.
Oh yeah, it's a crack. It's so frustrating playing him, right? Because he's just so like loosey and all over the place,
Yeah.
and he seems to always go his way.
He's got a lot of action through the ball, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, he's got a ton of whip on his swing.
Yeah,
I always feel like the more action through the ball, it's kind of like a golf swing.
that's right. Yeah, it's harder to control, right, when you have more action.
It's harder to control, but it lays down more. Do you agree with that?
With more spin on it. It depends. I like to hit the reverse flat.
Do you?
Yeah. That was kind of what Mudgy. Did he clip that? It's tough to tell if he hit the
7-4.
tin there. Oh man.
Okay, 7-4. They needed that one.
They did need that.
I would say this is a big point.
Yeah.
They need something to go their way.
Dude, playing with a 3-point lead is so much better, right? Because then you can
7-4.
shoot more aggressively. Playing 3 points down, you got to be so tight, so careful. And I think that's, I mean, really easy to be a good shooter when you're playing with a lead.
I'm amazed how calm Black looks right now. I mean,
Yeah, because they're the underdog. Do
they
you
are the
see this battle
underdogs.
going on between Swiss and Bamber off the ball?
yeah.
They almost
yeah.
knocked each other down. I think there's going to have to be something's going to have to give over there.
I like that a lot from Bamber, though, because
When
Swiss will make you earn your position over
Yeah.
there.
Oh, and he caught him. He hit him, going for the reverse.
Yes, Slet.
Just a little,
7-4.
as Slater would say, a little wake-up call. You did some commentary with Slater, right?
Yeah.
How much does Slater love 80s doubles?
He loves it. I think he might have referenced the 1982 Taguchi Galpa Open last year.
I don't even know what that is, but
Side out, 5-7.
He was dropping knowledge on, Mexican players from the 70s.
wow.
Yeah. But we were talking about how it seems like a lot of the top matches these days are just people banging the ball. And I do think that it used to be more guys like Jamie Bentley and Briggs who were playing angles and moving the ball all over the court.
I don't know if I agree with that. Jamie Bentley was a big banger. Briggs
Was he a banger?
Yeah, that was basically his game. He was the Swiss. He would hit a lot of. That was a great dive by Bamber. Bamber does like to dive, and he seems to do it pretty well. And that's tough, man. That should have been a winner.
Oh.
I say let.
I say stroke.
No.
5-8.
We get a racket or a string or something. They gave him a stroke. I say let.
5-8.
He had the entire front wall. I don't like giving out strokes that easily.
Yeah, 5-8. Bernie on the left, 5-8.
Bernie here checking which racket he wants. Is that legal?
What?
Are you allowed to basically come off court and change rackets because you feel like it?
No, he broke his strings.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shut the tour down. That's the case.
What about this? What if you break your racket against the wall because you want to change it?
That's the most insanely idiotic thing I've ever heard. Okay? I'm not even going to entertain that question. I heard an interesting rules
Okay, 5'8",
question from
Bernard
Tom
on the
Poor
left.
in the locker room yesterday, though.
And I learned an interesting rule, so you go first.
Okay, I wonder if it's the same one.
Okay.
If you win, say you win the first game, do you have the option to defer the serve at the beginning of the second?
Oh, I never thought of that. That's insane.
Can you imagine how deep in your opponent's beanie you
Side
get?
out
if you-
9-5.
He
You know.
asked that if that's a rule. I don't think you can.
No, he had the answer. And
He did know.
He does know. You can't do it.
You can't. Okay.
You can purposely lose the first point,
Okay.
but you can't defer serve.
What if you don't even lose the point? You say, fine, your point, you serve. That would get more in their
True,
dome.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
can you gift a point?
Yeah, gift a point. So the rule that I learned, which supposedly has changed, I called
9-6.
a double hit on myself. And apparently if it's within one swing, you're allowed to hit the ball as, like a carry. I basically called a carry on myself, which apparently doesn't exist anymore. So I've been giving away points.
What, a carry does not exist?
Apparently not. If it's
That
within
is-
one swinging motion.
Just let 9-6.
That's interesting.
I don't.
I
it
mean, there's
hasn't
a lot
been
of gray
confirmed, but
area
a couple
there.
guys, I
Second serve.
think.
Know
I
who
think
carries the ball more than anyone I've ever seen is Reed Andreessen, who's watching right now.
Does he
Yeah.
carry the ball?
Yeah, it's like highlight out there with
Who
him.
would you say misses the most balls?
I've
takes
got to
a
imagine
whiff?
I break more strings at the top and on the side as anyone. I mean,
Do you not get the does Monic not give you the extra? Oh, you're not at Monic shop anymore. Do you not get that
No.
extra double string?
no, does that help?
Yeah. So the U Club in New York started putting that in, and I find it helps a lot.
10-6.
I have it on most of my rackets now, and I haven't broken a string in it. If it's tight and you swing super hard, which you tend to do, that's probably why. But
So there.
what? A blazing winner.
Wow. This is
11-6.
unbelievable.
This could be over before it started. Jesus, 11-6.
I mean, Blue has got to do something to
Yeah,
get
they
back
gotta
in this
change
match.
this.
It's so tough, and it's not a team that you would see.
That was edgy.
This
Side out 7-11.
what I would predict is going to happen in this match is Blue is going to stay super tough. They're going to gradually get tougher, and Black is going to get tighter and tighter. I mean, that's what you would think based on experience.
Yeah.
Is going to happen, and it'll just be really interesting to see whether that doesn't happen, whether Bamber and Mariani stay super tough.
What's weird is I always thought that Bernie was the shooter on that team, and he doesn't seem to be shooting that much.
What does Bernie hit really well?
Wow.
See,
I think
sir-
he's got a great reverse
Yeah.
because he's got such a
8-11.
short, compact swing. Those are huge 2 points.
Yeah.
He just seems like he knows where the ball's going to go, and he's in perfect position. He's got pace. He's got shots, and he's quick. And I
Good
hardly
heat from Bamber.
Yeah, Bamber's got a lot of power.
Yes, let.
I also
11.
hardly ever see Bernie miss-hit a ball, which the only other guy is probably like, who it's just as cleaner a ball is maybe Imran on that wall. Imran hits another winner
Wow,
from Mariani.
huge. Mariani is in orbit right now.
8-12.
I mean, I can't recall an error from him.
No.
And he has had a lot of winners.
Yeah.
Are you playing in the Century next weekend?
I'm not, no.
I saw Reed Andreessen's in my draw.
Who's he
My
playing?
draw is tough.
You seem obsessed with Reed and Grayson.
He keeps texting me.
That was
Side out.
Was that a
13-8.
dead winner from
yeah,
Swiss?
from Bamber.
Oh, from Bamber.
13-8.
13-8.
Yep.
This is, the crowd is stunned right now.
Stunned.
There's
no
silence
noise.
right now.
You think there's 3 people watching? There's
the-
actually 30.
There's more than 30. Come on. The
Wow.
crowd is overflowing. And I think everyone is just in shock that the SDA bad boy, Will Mariani,
Stroke.
is.
14-8,
He wanted
game
the
ball.
stroke there, and he got it. Oh my
Did he
god.
get that stroke?
Yeah, that one
This
was
is
probably
unbelievable.
a stroke.
14-8.
Oh,
That was down.
Oh my god. He actually got that. That was such a clean winner. What did these guys have to do to win a point?
Will Mariani, folks. That was maybe 8 winners that game. you don't do that against Bernardo and Swiss very often.
We'll be back in 90. All right, we're back for the start of the third. Stunning 15-8, 15-8. First 2 games from Mariani and Bamber, who are calm and cool as a cucumber when they came off court here. And the tension was palpable between Bernie and Swiss there.
No question.
They didn't really say a whole lot.
I mean, you could tell a lot about the match just from watching these two teams in between the game.
Yeah.
Mariani was loose and goofy as usual.
The first couple of shots, I already see the strategy. They're trying to go a bit more up the middle to Mariani's backhand. Yeah, there's the up the middle.
I mean, it's been tough for Blue so far because Mariani's hit so many winners.
This
but
is what we
they've
tried
also
to
been,
do.
They've also been very impatient.
And he skies it.
Side out one love.
All right, so there is a little chink in Mariani's armor there. Up the middle again.
Yes, lad.
See, the up the middle is tough because we tried to do it, and the same thing happened to me that just happened to Swiss there. Bamber, you don't know if he was going to take it on his forehand or backhand.
Thank you.
I'm impressed with that first step that Mariani has.
1-all.
He, one of the signature things of Mariani is that as soon as he gets off court, he puts the Canadian hat on with the ear flaps.
He puts it on. There's a 10. So that's two errors, unforced errors from Mariani.
Ben Thorndike has requested that he actually plays the next game with the hat on. But yeah, so there's been 2 quick errors
Oh, that could have been a stroke.
from Mariani. I think that's kind of part of the package with him. You know,
Yes,
the first 2
2-1.
games have been unbelievable. How many? I can't remember an error that he's had, and he's had over 10 winners.
Would you say he's had more winners, or did I have more winners in the match against?
It was a low blow. That you did hit a lot of winners. I'll give you that.
See, this is the one that kept happening to me, where it's like it just kept ending in a let because obviously Bamber's going to go play it, and you want him to play it on his backhand.
Yeah, nothing bothers me more in a doubles match than when it keeps getting stopped from lets and strokes, which is what I thought our match had a ton of lets and strokes.
Were
the
there?
other day.
Were there? I don't remember any.
Yeah.
Who got a stroke?
No, a ton of lets.
Lets. Who was blocking? Whose fault was it? On our side? I don't think we had.
Both sides.
Yeah. Oh, there's a good spot. I like that. Kind of handcuff Mariani. There, see, that's the slide I'm talking about. Look at this.
3-1.
Yeah. You can see, though, that Bamber has gradually drifted farther back in the court. He's getting iced out, so he's not battling off the ball for position quite so much. That was a very gettable.
3-1.
He should get that ball.
He should have gotten
in
that
the
ball,
front
yeah.
right. I mean, Mariani almost got it
Yeah.
from the left wall. But he's stuck behind Swiss.
I like this strategy. It's too bad they're figuring this out now because it could be too late.
I really like how aggressive Mariani
Yeah, he's
plays.
super
I mean, when he's
aggressive.
got the shot, he clearly has the shots that he really likes.
Yeah.
He likes to shoot that front right corner. There's no question. He goes for it. And even if he doesn't hit a dead roller, he's moving the ball around, and it's effective.
Oh. That was a scrappy point.
4-1.
That's called a Sherwin-Williams when it's right against the paint.
Is that what you call it?
In New Hampshire, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a New Hampshire brand?
I don't think so. Although, in all fairness, I don't know. Do you know what it's called when you hit a Philly and it hits the side wall right before the glass and comes straight across against the glass?
A perfect Philly, right?
A shower curtain.
A shower curtain. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that one. Did you come up with that one too?
Rob Berner Sr., I got to give credit.
Yes, Slat.
This
4-1.
inevitably happens with Swiss when
Yeah.
he's playing someone who battles him for position.
Yeah.
He has a little chat with him.
Yeah.
Samper right.
And I don't
Especially
see
when it's a
any-
younger
4-1.
player.
Yeah.
He's gotten in my ear a couple of times. You see the jaw
Right
going.
side, Bernie.
Well, a couple of years ago, or back when you
Right.
first started playing, you always tried to be the guy who's doing the dirty little things on the side.
That was in your head.
You know, you try to check the oil. I don't know what you were doing sometimes.
You wish.
Oh, no way. From
the
there?
fall away.
What? That is that's what you hit in a pro-am. And,
Yeah.
and the
Side
am's
out,
like,
2-4.
wow. That is unbelievable.
Big
Swiss has
point,
got to be
too.
so frustrated with that.
You can tell Swiss got a little heated though, and he's super engaged right now. I thought his energy was maybe a little low at the beginning.
Yeah.
We saw some errors out of him that you don't normally see out of
See,
him.
that's what I'm talking. Like that, a normal.
2-4.
Like he's not moving.
Right. Yeah.
He's
You
just-
usually get to play that ball.
Yeah,
With
and-
someone else.
And it's kind of like that's a
So-
very
so what-
advantageous
what
position.
happens is-
And I think that's what they're talking about now. He didn't even have the shot to go down the line.
The thing is, Swiss can engage
2-4.
in heated little battles like this, like he's in right now with Bamber, and he'll just play better.
Yeah, he plays.
It'll
the
be
same.
interesting to see how Bamber responds.
Oh
Down.
man.
Did he dunk that in the 10?
Yeah, but Mariani almost had another one. Yeah, he dumped it. Was that another winner?
3-5.
My God, so Swiss hit a blinding cross court.
Wait,
And Mariani just casually hit a post off it.
they gave Swiss the point, though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
So it was down.
If this was a 3-0 win by was that a winner from Wilbur?
Yeah. And he
Kid's
has
in
that
orbit.
4-5.
Well, he as a lefty, which you don't see often, he's able to hit that reverse from behind him.
If Mariani and
And a
Bamber,
racketer. Oh my God, this is all falling. Look at this.
5
I've
all?
never seen this. I've never seen that.
if Mariani and Bamber were to win this match
3-0.
3-0, it would be maybe the most shocking
Yeah.
outcome that I've ever seen on the SDA.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I
that's-
haven't been around that long, but I can't
That's
think of a
pretty
more shocking outcome.
It would be as if Dinnerman maybe won a first round match, right?
Okay, come on. Denny's a legend. We don't need to take headshots.
Dinny is an absolute legend.
I'd liken it to like when you lost to Ben Stein in the silver racket.
in an amateur event.
Fair enough.
I would say, would you say this is the 4th time today you've mentioned that? Should there be a limit on? And little known fact, Dinny did make it
This
to a
is
first
unbelievable.
round of
That was another.
6-5.
That was another. Well, last year, I don't know.
it was this event. That's why
It was
I bring
this
it up.
event because we got 25 inches of snow and everyone made it through the first round
Yep.
because half the tournament didn't show up. He saw Bamber duck and put the racket in front of his face. He knows Swiss is heated, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's capable of
Side
that.
out, 6-all.
Let's go, Will.
Speaking of bad losses, what's your worst loss, Will?
Singles and doubles?
No, just doubles.
I've had some bad ones. I mean, I was talking with someone about this the other day. You can literally lose any doubles match. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but doubles
yeah.
is much different than singles.
Much different.
Singles, like we go on court with Rami ashore and
We're never gonna win. No
win a
matter.
point, We can go on with Mudge
Yeah,
and
for
Monic
sure.
and feel like we're in it,
Yeah.
Like Clinton and I won the first game against them the other day. It's just,
7-6.
who was that? Was that Swiss from the back of the
Yeah.
court, dead roller?
Yeah. That was rolled out. And in doubles, you're counting on your partner as well.
Yeah.
And on any given Sunday, somebody can have an on day and an off day at the same time. That's why it's so impressive. Wow, that's Bamber did that a lot to me. He does
That's
that.
gonna make Swiss angry
7-all,
too, but that's
Samper
fair
right.
game. I mean,
That's fair game, but that's classic. He was doing that a lot to me yesterday. He was getting that open ball where he's got enough power, you got to cover down the line, and then he was taking it in short well enough that he was controlling the ball.
oh,
The
there's the
Mariani
knee slide.
I think he got it.
Is the point still?
Yeah, his point's still going. That knee slide. I think they should.
That's additive. That's
think they should
seriously
ban
additive. I
those-
mean, that was an
those
incredible get.
Yeah, they should ban those knee slides. that's
Why?
performance enhancing.
It's Mariani. I mean, he's the only guy out here with him. You're really gonna take that from him?
Well, he can slide on his knees all he wants. He just can't wear the knee pads. Oh, that's a great spot. That's class. That's a Swiss winner.
That is a Swiss winner.
Right.
He hits that spot as much
Yeah.
as anyone. Pat Malloy just walked by. Legend of the game. I think he might have gone undefeated at Trinity.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's a stroke.
Stroke.
These guys, dude, this is getting to the business end of this game. These
9-7.
guys need this. You need that 2-3 point lead going in when you're down 2-0. Otherwise, it gets really tough to shoot. I'm surprised that Bernie has not. Bernie doesn't seem to be very confident. Like normally he would be taking those and
Okay, you
hitting
just-
a reverse.
You just asked me my worst loss ever,
Somebody
and I
reminded
couldn't remember. Adam Hughes texted me, reminded me that I was up 14-8 against Bassett Roberts last year at the Big Apple.
Yeah, that's the one
And
I was
lost
thinking of.
in
I didn't
the
want to
fifth.
say it though. That's the one I was thinking of.
Yes, Slat.
Yeah, those hurt.
Let's go, Will.
9-7.
What's your best comeback?
9-7.
I don't know. I have zero recollection
The best comeback.
of any of it.
Was that when it was Blackout Billy?
Good chirp. So 9-7. Black up 2-0.
And Bernie, I don't think, has Bernie had a winner the entire match?
That's true. He's not
Oh,
playing
he had one drop
aggressively.
winner up there, a counter drop or a drop up there.
But
But
it's
I don't
tough.
remember anything else.
It's tough when your partner's making as many. I mean, Swiss is usually the steadiest guy on tour.
I wouldn't say
He's
Swiss
had a
is
lot
making
of errors today.
He's had a few. I wouldn't say
Has he
a
not
lot.
had that many?
You think a lot? I mean, he's hit a few, but he's also hit some. It's tough when the right wall guy's got to hit the winners and you don't have
Yes,
anything.
let's.
Like Bernie's so talented, he doesn't
9-7.
seem like he's got any confidence to go for something.
I think Will takes a lot of people out of their groove over there on the left. There aren't many people who play games like him. I mean, he hits a ton of. He uses the Philly as essentially as a working rail.
Yeah.
Just to get the ball to the back left.
Yeah, with some spin on it.
You never know when he's going to shoot at the front, and if he's converting like he is today.
Oh
Down.
no, Swiss. See, that's the problem is if you can't
9-8.
punish Mariani for
Sorry,
missing
side
that,
out, 8-9.
going for that shot and missing it, then he's just got carte blanche to just keep going for it. And
Good
that's
carte blanche reference.
This is so tight now. I don't think I like blue here.
Oh,
as
really?
a commentator's curse. Look at that. But look, I
8-10.
like it, man. He's going for the kill.
I mean, when you
8-10,
haven't missed
yeah.
all day, why not? It's hard to believe that they're going to win this match 3-0, right? I mean,
I don't understand why Bernie's just casually going up. I mean, we tried this. Me and Vargas tried to sort of casually go up and down the wall. And
Yeah,
he
I
held
mean,
up.
but-
You
but-
expect him to start flubbing.
the mentality is that
Like-
Will is inevitably, eventually, going to give you. I think they probably think that it was that a dead trickle winner from Bamber.
It's a little tickle. Wow.
Wow, that's a big
9-10.
shot.
Yeah, especially
But I
when you
think-
didn't need that.
I think they have the mentality of just floating the ball and letting these guys choke and make the error, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't know why Bernie doesn't step into some and like hit hard cross courts to Bamber. Oh, he went for the reverse and caught Will. And Will has aggressive positioning too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yes, let.
I
9-10.
thought that was, that was probably an aggressive reverse, but I think Bernie, it's good to see him at least trying something else.
Oh, another Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah.
Side out, 11-9.
It looks like
Oh.
he just overran it in a funny way. Check the knee pads. Still 2-point lead. You really need that going into the end of the game. You're down 2-0, so that when it comes down to like 14-12, you can actually go for a winner.
One thing I always notice about Will, when he hits a ball from the back of the court and he's rotating back to his positioning at the red line, he always looks at the front wall. He's
Yeah,
not
I know. He
looking
doesn't
back
look
at his
yeah,
partner.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It's so weird.
He eventually looks back, but rarely do people take their eyes off their opponent.
Was that
Wow.
a blinding winner from Swiss from there? Wow,
See,
that's
this-
why that 2-point
this-
lead helps.
This isn't
That's
what,
good confidence, man. In that
That's-
situation, I'm not sure I would go for that.
but this is
12-9.
what I inevitably always think is going to happen in a dubs match. When there's this discrepancy in experience, you just feel like it's inevitable that the
If
blue
they can
team-
survive this game.
If they can survive this game.
Yeah.
If they can survive this game,
It's
Black
probably
is in
good.
trouble.
Yeah, big trouble. It's probably going 5, and my odds would still be on blue.
Would you give me 50-50
First
odds
serve.
if they win this game?
On what?
I'll take Black up 2-1, 50-50.
Take Black up to 150-50. Is this?
Yeah.
Wait, was that another? Oh, this is over, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that was
13-9.
such an easy kill. That was such. I gotta think about that. 50-50 odds. I mean,
Yeah,
it
just
seems
a
like a
straight up
bad
bet.
Yeah, it seems like a bad bet on paper.
But
But
the point is that Blue is charging. They're the more
Yeah.
experienced team. You've got to imagine that this would be a huge I mean, this is a huge momentum shatterer.
Oh, look at that
Swiss
one.
has come alive.
Well, no, I don't think he was. Was he going for the? Yeah, it looked like he was going for the roll.
14-9, game ball.
14-9. What kind of action you looking at? A G?
We can't say that we're going to gamble on a match as players on SBA Live. I mean, come on.
And stayed in. Swiss reverse.
Down.
Good little counter from Bamber.
I think
Was that
it was
up?
down. Yeah, down.
All right.
Dumped it.
So we've
now
got a match.
Awesome. Be back in 90.
Sitting on the edge of this thing. It is, yes.
right, we're back after a couple slices of pizza.
Yeah, that was a very long break. That was like a 5-minute break. I don't know why.
I think they should have like fluffers go in between the games to keep the ball warm.
Like a chimp on a tricycle or something, right?
Yeah.
To entertain the crowd, yeah, because that was a long break.
We could send young people in there. We could send, all sorts of fluffers in there.
Bernie, man. Bernie skied one. Weird, man. Bernie usually has great ball control. I wonder if the Pro-Ams are getting to him. It's a lot of matches here. I'm on my 8th match.
Are you?
Yeah, literally.
Wow. He's no stranger to it, though.
That's true.
He's always going deep in all of the Pro-Ams. Because he's arguably the best Pro-Am guy out there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say he's one of them?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
That's a weak let. The other thing I wonder is, did they change the ball? So new SDA rule this year, 4th game you get a new ball.
Automatically, or you have to, or
I don't
choice?
know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I wasn't sure quite what the...
Could be a stroke.
He wants a stroke there. I think he was fishing a little bit.
I think he was fishing too.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
He thought somebody came and left some pizza on the...
Yeah.
I got to say, the U Club of Boston has tremendous food.
We're getting texts on SDA Live, or we're getting tweets on SDA at SDA Live that people think blue, now black, but Swiss and Bernardo's going to roll through them from this point forward.
Roll through them. That's the standard conventional, that's consensus.
That's what you would expect.
Yeah.
Just based on experience.
And this is after surveying the hundreds of thousands of texts that have come through on SDA Live.
Correct.
All right.
John Russell had a great idea yesterday that they should have on SDA Live a few tweets at SDA Live show up on the screen.
That'd be
so
cool.
You can tweet at SDA Live. We choose the ones that show up, ask questions, stuff like that. I think it's a good idea.
They should have...
they have that for the O'Reilly that you play in at the U Club, right?
They do, yeah. It doesn't show up on the screen, but I think Zimmerman does the commentary for that. He does a good job, and I think they just sort of show up on his phone and he asks the questions. He also he also makes stuff up.
You do hashtag O'Reilly or something, and he gets it and he chooses to read some out. I know that because I asked, is it true that you're a magician when you were playing?
Obsessed with Ben Stein match and the magician.
I am. All right, so there's no doubt that Bamber and Mariani were a little more aggressive at the beginning shooting. I mean, there was no question that this match was going to settle into a longer battle where Mariani and Bamber were shooting less and Swiss and Badan were making fewer errors. It was just a question of whether it was going to happen before Mariani, whether they were going to make it to the 4th game. Now that they have, I think they're in real trouble because the points just are not going to come as easily as they have up until this point in the match. And I hope that they can just hang in there, play smart, and be patient.
3-1.
I think Swiss is doing most of the shooting. That was another winner by Swiss. A volley boast.
The wrong server written.
Great pickup from Bernardo.
Oh, roller.
He hits that 3-wall well. There aren't that many guys that hit the 3-wall super aggressively consistently. I'd say you hit a lot of 3-walls, don't you?
I like the 3-wall, yeah. It's easier the further up you are in the court. I don't know too many guys on the left that do it. You like the 3-wall on the right?
I don't have that shot.
You don't like it?
I like it. I just, it spends so much time in the air, a 3-wall, that you really have to hit it well.
Yeah, you got to hit it well. It's true.
And if I play in a pro-am, you know, I'll go for it all the time, and I hit it well. But I just tighten up when I'm over on the right wall.
Yeah, if you don't
in
hit it well,
SDA
it's kind of a
events.
feed, right? You know it's going to come back at you pretty hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Willie
oh,
laying it down.
4-2.
that was crazy. See, that I don't like. So he went for it, missed it, and you got to punish him. Bernardo sort of just chipped it back to him. And then Swiss a lazy but see that's the I do that sometimes too, and I gotta say that one pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
Because it's just like it's a lazy shot, like you're just not hitting it. Oh, Bamber
That's
took off
tough
his shirt
when your
partner.
when your partner shows his literal nipples to the crowd after you miss a shot.
What do you
know?
think? What do you think of the racket? I have seen two guys playing together, and I've seen a racket drop by the partner.
That's so tough.
That's so savage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what match it was in. It was this season.
Considering how petulant you can be as a person, I feel like you're actually a pretty good partner.
I'd like to think I am a good partner.
Like I feel like you always have really good chem with guys when you're playing with them.
Yeah,
we should team up.
Both on the right. We just double
We
up
both
on the
play
right.
on the right. That's
We
an
just-
interesting strategy.
Yeah. Nobody returns serve on the left. We get two options at the right. Sort of we play the I formation.
That's funny though. The racket drop when
Yeah.
your partner hits a bad one.
Oh, that's nice. Did he get it?
Oh! Willie is literally rolling around. Oh.
No, that's
Stroke.
a let. I'd love to see a no let. Oh.
That's a stroke.
Oh.
I mean, if
Was
that's
it?
not
Maybe
a
I
stroke,
didn't see it right.
what is a stroke?
Wasn't it rolling
Right?
on the ground?
No. No.
I guess I didn't see it right. We don't have replay these days, right?
I don't know. Do we have replay?
No replay.
Seven 3.
Will hit the deck pretty hard there.
Yeah, and he sort of seemed to just be backpedaling and tripping on himself. Wait, do you know the score? Do you know it's 7-3?
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's a big lead. See,
Yeah, I mean,
Bernardo's so
as-
non-existent in this.
As Slater said to me the other day, you just can't make that many errors and win SDA events. And that's been the case.
That's what he said to you?
That's what he said to me about my
did.
match against you.
Did you make a lot of errors? I didn't think you did.
I think he was talking. I don't know. But Bernardo and Swiss have just made too many errors in this match.
See, I think it's more that,
That Will's been on fire.
well, no, that Bernie's been completely non-factor.
4-7.
Although lazy behind the back to just see, this is the sometimes Will just gives like he's giving away 2 points by just like not
he's,
sort of having
he's
his head
super
in it.
casual
Yeah.
on his footwork and on a lot of things. But I mean, that's just how he plays. That's just how he is, and he's been that way in the first 3 games. He's probably hit 15 winners.
Oh, there's a 10.
You
Yeah,
can
that
tell he's
lineup.
getting a little tight from his body language.
Dude, they were up
5-7.
7-3.
Yeah.
That's like if you went point for point there, it's pretty. See that positioning from. Oh, that's
That's a huge timely winner from Bamber.
I'd say if anything, the crowd is on the Mariani Bamber side.
No
now.
question.
A lot of chirping coming out of that.
I think
This would be a massive upset. This would.
I think a lot of the SDA crowds really like Mariani. You know, because he's a lovable guy. He's eccentric.
He's a goofball.
He's goofy.
Oh
But,
no,
he's
Bernie!
likable.
A heavy movement, dude. I think these guys are their energy, and they haven't even spoken. Right? There's been no reset. These guys are packing up shop. Oh, that was a
See,
light
if
out. These are boxers going for the uppercut to finish it,
I
and
do,
they're just
I do
missing.
like that. I mean, my mentality at points like this
Yeah,
is
you
just
step on the neck, right?
but you bang it, and I just don't want to make errors, and I keep it going for as long as I can. But they are not backing off. They're just continuing to shoot.
I'd love to see. I guess Bernie just doesn't have any confidence in his shots, but man, he's good at ripping winners.
You're right that Bernardo has
He's done 0.
Yeah, he's not been aggressive like he usually is.
It's just Swiss, and I think Swiss is feeling the pressure. Oh, no way. You got to be kidding
With the
me.
ball away.
On his backhand.
Oh, so good.
10-6.
Oh, Bamber poaches. God, Barney's hands are so good. Oh, that was. That's 2 that he's. That's 2 that he's missed. That's 7-10. They've chipped away, but this is tense. Yeah, that deserves to be punished.
8-10. Hang on.
Yeah, now they're talking. 8-10. I wonder if they're feeling the pressure a bit. Bamber's had 2 wide. Oh, we went cross with that. Yeah, see,
Mariani looks at the front of the court when the ball's behind him.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
It's unbelievable.
He went for it and missed. Oh
no! See, this is
that was pretty
This is
crazy.
what he can't do. This is
what he used to be known for.
Yeah.
He's just going into epic blow-up mode.
I hope he locks this up and they start to play some tough points. This is big. It's amazing in doubles how momentum can change.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're up 10-6 and then all of a sudden you give it back and it's 9-10, you're still up a point.
But you don't feel like you are.
You feel like you're losing.
Yeah.
So Will just going to banging the ball.
I mean, Bernie has a boast. He's got a reverse. He's got like he just doesn't seem to be. He seems like disinterested or like very. He has no. Oh, another error.
Another error from Will.
That's lighting up the errors this game.
That's 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah. That's in SDA territory. That's a bad game, right? And it's weird because he's probably had 7 winners, so he's responsible for 11 out of the 10 points. I'd say that the Bernie Swiss team is doing a much better job of getting the other team behind them. This game in general. Oh, that's a feed.
Will, I don't know what he's asking for there.
He's asking for a lot.
In the first 2 games, 3 games, Bamber and Will seemed so cool and calm and so confident. There's been a decided change in energy out there between the 2 teams.
Oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Bernie seems really uncomfortable to me because he's usually, right, he's probably the most talented guy on court, squash skill-wise. Like, not even really that much of a question, would you say?
I guess, I don't really know because I'm not their age. Did he play at a much higher level than Swiss?
Oh, another one.
Another
That's
error
5 in a
from
row.
Will.
And he's looking at Bamber going, what am I doing? And Bamber's like, dude, what are you doing? Bamber, hey, Will, we were up 4 points. Just keep it off the shiny thing at the bottom of the court.
This is fun. The shiny thing. This is fun to watch, though. I mean, it's.
I don't know if
you're
the score
watching.
is right. Or should they? Is that right?
Is it 11-10?
I guess it is. and they're still going to the backhand.
You're watching a guy implode, just hoping that he can hold on.
He's obviously
Bring the
gonna
horse
go for
into the
that.
barn.
There we go.
Oh,
There's
he went
another
for it. It's huge.
11 all.
With the big fist pump.
11 all, Samper left.
I don't know what was Bernie, like what was that shot that Bernie hit? Like in the SDA, do you ever get a ball that fat? That was like T-ball.
Yeah, but you
Just
gotta,
hoping that he's going to implode.
Mariani's made
But
5
this-
errors in the last 7
Sure, but it's
points.
still the semifinal. I don't know if you tee it up for the guy. Maybe
Yeah.
you teed up for him at like 14, you know, like when
He's
you're up.
still going for it.
Yeah.
To his credit, I mean, he is.
Oh, that hurts. I got to say, I'm going to go out there and say I think that's it.
As Slates calls it,
Side
the
out,
Mexican
12-11.
drop shot.
Yeah.
Because they play at altitude down there, a couple places, and they couldn't hit drop shots, so you just fly it to the
I
back of the
understand.
court.
It's not just Slates. I've heard that before. I understand. I'm saying I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that ended the match.
It's 12-1, though.
I'm calling it. It's just. Oh no. Oh no. Swiss in so much trouble there.
Oh. I mean, the shots that Will chooses to hit, you just don't see.
Oh
It's
no. Look at that. That's so bad. These guys are just toying with them too much in the front as opposed to bringing up the intensity and just pounding the ball, right? That's what Swiss and Bernie should be doing. It's just really making that racket ball out there where it's impossible. Like, so that's kind of what Bamber Mariani did with us, is they just made it kind of like racquetball, right? Like I couldn't get any good opportunity to take pace off the ball.
Is that how they played it? They played
They played
high
it
pace.
Yeah, they
the
were
whole time?
crushing the ball. I mean, Mariani was going for his usual, like, oh, no way. His usual crazy stuff.
Good heat from Will.
But yeah, that ball was really fast. I don't know if here you don't switch it up and go to Bamber with a cross court or two. Just
Yeah,
to mix
when
it
you've
up.
iced a guy. Oh, I don't
Just
think.
let
I don't think they
13-12.
have the guts to call a no-let there,
Yeah.
but I think it's a no-let.
Yeah, he was going the wrong way.
You know?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's tough when you're reffing and it's a game that's tight. You don't want to leave your fingerprints on the mat.
Yeah,
Be the
exactly.
reason why. But first game, they're calling a no-let there.
See, this is what I think they should be. I think they should be spraying the. I'm talking about Swiss and Bernie. They should be spraying the ball a lot more than they are. They're sort of like Mariani knows it's coming to him, and he kind of knows where it's coming to him.
Good guts from Bamber to go for the reverse there on a heater from Swiss. It's tough this late in the game to have any touch.
Oh, Swiss fucking giving him. Oops,
No.
giving him match
warning,
ball.
rack abuse.
What an error.
Match ball.
What an F-bomb.
I know. Hopefully it's late enough that the kids aren't watching.
I mean,
Might be an SDA fine. Oh my God, match ball. What a brutal. And I wonder if that's because Swiss thinks he's got to do the shooting. Yeah, Swiss is still kind of going for it.
it's reached a bit of a fever pitch here.
Yeah, this
You
is
know?
how
they should have been
probably
playing
should-
like this the whole. Oh,
Oh,
little
Bernie.
flick from the back.
Dude, Bernie's had 1 or 2 winners the entire match. What is going on? I would have lost so much money on that. They're still going for it.
Oh, Will.
Wow.
What an upset.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I'm happy for him. That's a big win for them.
That is a big
Huge,
win.
both of them. For Bamber, it's a bit of a breakthrough. Mariani's been a journeyman for a long time.
Bamber had a good run last year at the Heights.
That's
right?
true.
Semifinal.
That's true. He's had some
yeah.
big wins.
Yeah, he's had some good. And then the father-son team last season, they did all right.
That was fun. Are you staying on for the next match?
I think so. Are you heading
Yeah.
out?
Let's do it. Let's keep it rolling. We're signing out.
Manon Bari back on the mic here for the start of our second semifinal at the Boston University Club. Young Will Hartigan is going to join me in a minute. Saw a big upset.
Out of court. Side out, one love.
Big crowd at the U Club. I'm not just saying that. They actually set up a table in the other court so people could stand up and watch over the rest of the crowd. They have 2 doubles courts here, and they're always packed, even when there's not a tournament. So the membership loves its doubles. They come out to support it. Huge pro-am. Here with young Bill Hartigan.
Folks, we're back. I'm interested to see the outcome in this one.
Yeah, this is the one I thought the other one would be pretty quick. This is the one I wanted to see.
I'm interested because Callis and JR are obviously both great players in their own right with a ton of success, but have never played together. So
I didn't know that.
They were strong yesterday.
To quite strong.
Strong to quite strong. And then
serve.
Bedell and Stout obviously play a lot together at the Racket Club, both being pros there. But I feel like Bedell over the last 6 months to a year has really hit another level. And this is like the first showcase of how good I think, he can be.
I played with him, I think
3-1.
last year, maybe it was 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed it. I was impressed with how strong and quick he was. He's very competitive. I like that he gets himself fired up, and he's a shooter. He hits some big shots. I also would love it if someone fact-checked me on the fact that Bernie had 1 winner the entire last match. But anyway, I'm going to try to keep better record this match.
You need to look around before you say that sort of stuff.
What is that? Is it an insult to call a dead man dead?
Yeah, I'm really impressed by Bedell's game too, and he can definitely shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's another guy that
like out of nowhere too, not the traditional.
Yeah,
not the traditional. Like that's a good get. I describe Callis as like Johnny Doubles. He's just like, he does everything really solid. He's just so strong. He hits it hard. He shoots well. He moves well. He's just like, he's your generic great doubles player.
Callis?
Yeah.
Definitely. I've played
Callis
since I was 11 years old. He's always been ranked ahead of me in my age group. And then
is it a sore spot or no?
On the right.
With him, no. I mean, he's always been better. So it's like, I have a lot of respect for him too. I lived with him for 5 years in the city, and he works so hard at it too.
Yeah, he does.
Like he really loves squash. It's almost like it's something that's meditative for him. He does it after work every day.
Every day, yeah. And he's but you need to have the ability. Like, if I played squash every day, I would just be tearing up. Like, things would go wrong badly. Like, he has the genetics to be able to.
No, he actually I mean, he had a back injury all through college, but that's another part of it. He loves every aspect of it. He loves training. He loves stretching. He would be rolling for an hour every single morning.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got this new $300 massage gun that he hammers himself with for an hour every day.
It should be called the hammer gun.
It should be.
That's a Bedell shot. He was falling away a little bit. Have you tried it, by the way?
I have one.
Oh, you got one. Oh yeah, you said you broke yours within 2
Mine
weeks.
broke.
Yeah, that's tough to break.
Don't ask.
Yeah. Are you gonna get another one?
No,
you need industrial strength, is what you.
Well, what I really need it on is like my upper shoulders and my right shoulder blade from swinging as hard as I can every time.
You've always sort of mentioned that your arm hurts at the end of a weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have flawed technique and swing too hard too often, but that's what I got.
It's funny because, I mean, I don't hit it hard, but the one thing that never hurts me at the end of the weekend is my arm.
But that's not an uncommon squash injury for people's arm to hurt.
Really?
I mean, it makes sense, right?
I guess. For me,
You
it's
use
always
it a lot.
Yeah, you do. Use your legs more. You're probably taking 3 or 4 steps for every ball you're swinging at. Oh, Stout lays it down casually. This is good, right from the
Side
beginning.
out,
This is
five.
good. Who would you say is the most underrated SDA player right now? You and I excluded.
I think Hughes is
He was rookie of the, or not rookie, most improved. So he's got the recognition for it. He had an amazing season.
You do think he has the recognition?
Okay, that's fair enough. He got most improved, but I guess it might not be mainstream knowledge that award was given.
5-6.
I think he's a left wall player that could be slotted in at much higher levels.
Okay.
I'm
He
a little
hasn't played much,
worried.
right?
I'm a little worried that he's going to start playing with someone else
Yes,
and
let.
all of a sudden start
Fuck.
winning big matches. I need him to stay down on my level.
Right.
But no, I think he's underrated. I think Bedell's probably one of them for sure,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, for
Side
sure.
out, 7-5.
Because
His
you wouldn't
ranking's
really.
like 67 because he never plays.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to take weekends off. Now he can.
Yep.
And unless you practice with him, you wouldn't really know how skilled he is.
So and he's an incredibly fit, strong singles player too, right?
Yeah, he gives 8-9 lessons a
Right.
day.
And then we'll like play Callis at the end of an evening, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Competitively.
7-6.
Yeah. And I've talked to him about it, and he doesn't mind it at all. Like it doesn't bother him. He's just not fazed by it.
He's also off the sauce.
Yeah. He's the
He lives that
sober
healthy
brother like you,
lifestyle.
yeah. And he's got it at home too. Him and his girlfriend are both sauceless.
Don't drink. I wouldn't say sauceless.
Yeah.
Who else is underrated? I think Hamid Ahmed is underrated.
Yeah. So he played with Russell at Atlanta, and they made it to the finals.
They
And
got he and John Roberts got chopped.
John Roberts.
Yeah,
Oh,
This
This weekend.
but
Side
He
out,
didn't
7
play
all.
well.
in all fairness, John Roberts did not play well. He'll be the first to tell you that.
Neither did Ahmed, did he? I didn't think
I
he
don't
played
know.
well.
I don't know. But I think he's another guy really high squash IQ.
Oh, that was
Wow.
sick. Did that not roll? Great pickup by James.
That's what I'm saying about Stout. Is like
His movement
he's
is
not
good.
one of the top guys that you think of when you think of speed on tour. He picks up everything.
So one thing that I
7-all.
noticed this year, though, was that he gets a little tired late in the game, which he didn't
Yeah,
used
no,
to.
you can get him tired.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Him and MacArthur seem to get a little. Actually, he looks like he's dropped some lbs.
Well, MacArthur
Since,
looks like he's tired, but he might not actually be tired. He looks like he's tired because his face turns,
Oh yeah, he's a radish.
yeah, a radish.
Do you think Randy Lim underrated?
No, because he's been ranked top 20, right?
Has he?
Yeah,
okay.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yes,
and-
let. Did he?
I can see why you say that because, I mean, he's played one tournament this year, if
Yeah.
that. And he's the type of guy that could come in and play at this level without any problem.
I also think maybe Alex State, because he always plays with Garno, so you never know, like, what would he be like with a huge hitter or something like that, because he's a great shooter.
State's super good. I, over Christmas, played sides every single morning with Garno down in Florida at the new doubles court in West Palm.
You on the left?
Me on the left. And I would put him up against anyone in the world at sides.
Really?
court.
That good? Well, he's got that great.
I would be absolutely
He plays that reverse,
gassed
right?
by
Yeah.
the fifth point every single morning at like 9 a.m.
To be fair, the left wall takes so much more work
Oh.
at sides.
And
You have
he's
to
so
move your-
strong over his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. This is clean. They're hitting the ball.
This is clean. This is the first match I've commentated where there hasn't been one team that's been playing dramatically worse. Clive Leach in the box. Clive, do you have a prediction on this? Yeah.
Did you see the last one as well?
You're gonna take your boy Johnny Russell, right?
Yes, let.
3-1 Callis Russell is the call from
7-8.
I tend to agree with. And Leach is. Are you currently the player on tour with the most experience? Let's put it. Yeah. Yeah. So that carries a lot of weight. I think.
Are you the guy on tour with the most wins? Tournament wins.
That's probably true as well, right?
I would think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unequivocally.
That was an absolutely, in case you can't hear.
Yeah, unequivocally.
Yes,
yeah.
let. 7-8.
Probably a little bit, yeah. Well, I accidentally dropped an F-bomb in the last match.
I said the word nipples on air, which I regret. I said it again just now.
Little known fact, Bobby Burns has a nipple ring.
Don't out him like that. What happens in the SDA locker room stays in the SDA locker room. Come on. It's like the first rule of Fight Club. But I would say
I wouldn't think you would suspect that. I just thought people...
Yeah, yeah.
That is pretty good.
I would say that the biggest variable is Bedell. I said this last night in the match.
Yeah, how he's going to play. I didn't see much of it last because I was reffing a 2-hour, 3-game match with Leach, taking 17 seconds between each point. But how it was 5 games and it looked like racquetball.
So, I mean, he was the biggest variable.
Nice shot.
Yesterday, he made a lot of errors in the first 2 games, first 3 games, and
9-8.
they still managed to go up 2-1, which led me to believe that there was a mismatch. I mean, they were the stronger team. They were in control, and when Bedell was hitting winners, they were winning, and when he was making errors, they were losing. So if he can, I mean, I think there are not many gaps in Team Stout and Bedell, honestly.
Yeah.
From a speed standpoint, they cover the court incredibly well. They can both shoot. They both have pace. Stout's not going to give you a whole lot. I mean, he's really smart and a tough competitor, so he'll stay in it. The question is whether Bedell will stay in it.
What's funny is we haven't mentioned
9-8.
JR once, and I always wonder with I mean, tremendous athlete, but who looks like a keg on wheels. Does he have the fitness?
Yes,
to,
let.
Like this is an intense 8-9. Is he
I
gonna
just
be
got
able to?
I just got a text from Greg MacArthur. Hey, ease off my radish face. I'm 12 hours deep into a junior tournament. My mental state is fragile.
Would you say Greg MacArthur? And I'm not just saying this because he's texting now. Probably the nicest guy on tour.
Nicest guy on tour. I guess he's not underrated either, but he's one of the guys that when I play, I feel totally outmatched by. That's why I said that Hamid Ahmed is underrated too, because I play a lot with him here in Boston, and he dominates me over there. I hate to say it, but he's really good.
What does he do so well?
He has a ton of pace. His positioning's really, really good. A really good racket, but he can expose you down the line as well as anyone I've ever played. And he can lay the ball down. I mean, he really does have it all. I don't know whether he's fast or not. Now that I think about it.
Me and Vargas lost to him and John Russell in Atlanta, and he was. There's another. I mean, that's an open shot for Bedell.
10-9.
That's a good shot to go for. And he was. I mean, I'm not going to say he was the difference because John Russell's obviously the most dangerous one on court, but he was cranking in cross-court nicks over his head
Yeah,
anytime
well,
there was an opportunity.
You know, he's another one of the guys that played at an extremely high level singles. You know, there are a lot of guys on tour that everyone was pretty good at singles, but you know, like I played between 2 and 5 at Cornell,
Yeah.
Yes,
and I was
Slat.
always a solid junior,
11-9.
but I wasn't like a top European or top ranked in the world. MacArthur was towards the top in Europe all through his.
Sorry, are we talking about MacArthur or?
I'm talking about MacArthur. Hamid, I guess, too. But I guess there are a lot of really top singles players on tour.
Wow, this 3
Another
in a
error
row.
from Bedell.
Bedell cranking that tin like he's mad at it.
He did this yesterday, though, too. This is what he does. He's either hot or cold, and he's got to find the balance.
It's funny to me that teams don't even bother trying to work JR. They kind of know that that's a losing battle.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this last night. It's like, I think a good meant
Hit it
another
out
error
of
from
corner.
Bedell.
Jesus.
13-9.
4 in a row.
I think the obvious mentality against Team Black is try to work JR as much as you possibly can, but it's so much easier said than done. I mean, if you're not hitting your spots, he's going to hit winners against you.
And he just whiffed. He also doesn't seem to ever have to move more than a step.
Right. He's also incredibly strong above his head.
Yeah.
Fully extended arm.
Yeah.
He can hit the reverse or the cross-court nick.
I mean, talk about a good singles player.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
There's a lot of formerly really good singles players on the doubles tour.
Yeah, when I said that, I kind of wanted that statement back because, I mean, Callis was one of the better American juniors ever.
Sure, but not even in the same camp
as Russell or
right,
Stout.
Right.
And then the
or
impressive
Leach, right?
Or Leach, yeah.
Top 20?
Or Zach Alexander,
Right.
or a lot of these guys.
Right, but has Zach Alexander won an event yet?
No, but I think he got as high as like 30 on the PSA.
No, I meant as he won an SDA event. I think he did, actually. I think
Yes,
he
Slat.
won me one Denver.
14-10.
Young Willie, what title are you proud of? Ooh, Callis. Nice.
game,
Callis has really developed that backhand in his SDA career. I remember when he started playing, like, he was always good, but, like, there were little holes in his game here and there.
Yeah, so that was, you know, I think the difference there was errors. We'll be back
Bedell,
in 90.
4 errors. Be back. All right, we're back for the start of the second.
Love all. Let's
with
play.
young Will Hardigan.
This is such a great membership at this club. I've been here for about a year, and first of all, they put on this is an amazing tournament.
Yeah, it's a great
I think,
tournament.
relative to all the tournaments out there.
So
and
last year, my partner Freddie couldn't make it in from Canada, and I came anyway. Played in the pro-am with Charlie Humber, who's a great patron and member. Yeah, I like this event. It's a nice way to start the year.
Freddie hasn't been playing.
No.
Where is he?
I think he's smoking weed in Canada.
All right, you're getting a lot of heat. JR just came over here and told you to be nicer. All right, that's not a good start.
I'd say it's accurate.
It might be accurate.
One love.
That's a nice winner by Bedell. Let's see if he had 4 or 5 errors there. I mean, that was the difference. They lost by 5.
One amazing thing about Bedell is like he will not change his strategy even if he hits 4 or 5 errors. He's going to go for it.
Yeah.
He's not afraid of the tin.
We had a topspin drop winner from Stout.
Stout does that really well. Obviously, my baseline strategy against most people is hard cross court.
It's good, and you got a good heavy one.
Yeah, no one buzzsaws me more than Stout. He handles pace so well, especially at his feet.
Yeah, he loves it because he holds the racket so low and casually.
Yeah, he's got that little like roll topspin from his feet. And so when I play him, a lot of times I just revert to blowing it high, and have him let it go and let someone take it at the door. That was a sick shot. To your point from last game, Callis has really developed that step in on the backhand.
Worked on it a lot. And it makes sense given you say he takes it so seriously. He must have worked on that a lot because he's so consistent with it and it's crisp.
Yeah, that is a perfect example. I have seen him on the doubles court plenty of times.
What do you guys have, a ball machine?
Soloing, practicing that shot. Like he spends a lot of time at the front of the court soloing.
How many memberships would you say you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm well clubbed.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into it though.
Between golf clubs and squash clubs. It's pretty impressive that with playoff football, we have as many texts coming in as we do about. We're competing with the NFL here.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
I kind of wish we had a little TV in the side here for the game. I wonder what's going on. Cowboys, Rams, right?
I think so. Black really hasn't been tested this whole tournament yet. I mean, there have been some tight points, but they can play like this all day.
Yeah.
They're not overexerting. This is in their wheelhouse, and they haven't had to hit that many winners because they've been given points.
Who did they play first?
They played Zach and Robin, maybe.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
It was comfortable.
Yeah.
Really comfortable.
Robin is a stiff neck. He's not sure what. I had a few guesses.
Does he?
Yeah.
Stiff neck is actually a brutal injury to have when you're trying to play double squash. It sounds like kind of a cop-out, but I've had a stiff neck, and you can't even
hit
an overhead. Okay.
No, I was just asking because Robin didn't know. He said
I think I had like the AC blowing in my room pretty hard.
Very sensitive.
Could have been from driving.
Driving? You don't move your neck when you drive, do you?
No, but I've got a stiff steering wheel.
Okay.
And
Harley, see what happened, Chris.
gripping it with my right arm back and forth for an hour straight.
3-all.
Could cause problems.
Left side, John. Left side, John.
Left.
Sorry.
No, I didn't.
What happened here?
I couldn't even see it.
There has not been a broken ball yet tonight. I don't want to jinx it, but
I don't think
that's
we've had
rare.
have we had a broken ball this weekend?
Yes. That's true. This must be a good batch for Dunlop balls.
Yes, let.
It's good. I hope
3-all.
we get a 1-1 game here.
So do I. I hope White can manage
Down,
to
second
extend
serve.
this game. And it's just it's tough because Bedell really he sees a lot of opportunities. He has good positioning. He's big, and he shoots. He just shoots so much that the point ends on his racket, whether good or bad, quickly.
I think he's. I don't know why. I think he's better on the backhand. I think he can shoot more on the backhand. That might be a stroke.
Chris.
I don't think it is though. No.
3-all.
Another
It's
interesting
rare
dynamic here with pros from the racket club in the white. Callis is a member there. Do you think they're conscious of that or no?
I
You
was
think they're
wondering
just
that
all?
yesterday.
You
They
think
were
they're just
playing
all
Mikey-
buddies?
Mikey and Witten, right?
Yeah.
So that was 2 racket club pros against 2 racket club members.
Right.
And it went 5. That would. I mean, I'm glad the racket club pros won because that's their job, right? It's.
It's not their job to train for double squash.
No,
though.
but like they are. I mean, it's sort of you'd hope that they could win that.
Yeah. They're feeding a lot of balls and stuff. Though.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice shot, Bedell. I love how he gets himself pumped up too. I think
Side
what I was
out,
going to say
4-3.
was I don't know too many guys like Bedell who are equally good on the left and the right.
It's true.
Like,
It's a testament to his athleticism.
yeah, like Vargas is just as good.
Vargas
on
is
both
like
sides.
that. I think Randy Lim is probably
yeah,
like
But
that.
there's not too many guys that can play the left wall and the right.
Thank
like,
you.
There's
Thank you.
there's a real art in playing the left wall.
4-all.
Yeah, definitely. I think Stout is a great guy for Bedell to play with too because he's the veteran. He's kind of his senior at work,
Yep.
his boss. They're really good friends, and you know he's for lack of a better term a good mentor to him.
Yeah.
And I think he's a guy who's got a ton of potential and is gonna only get better. And
I think I played against him in Stout, me and Sean Johnstone in the Long Island tournament when it's like one of Bedell's first tournaments.
yeah,
When he was, yeah, and they were. He's gotten so much better since then.
well, and it's hard when you're on the doubles tour and trying to break through to get someone really good like
Yeah.
Stout to play with you.
And
you
the
know,
reason for that is, I think, because it's like I can just tell you, having gone through the qualifier, it's so brutal.
Yeah,
So
oh.
Vargas didn't play last
5-4.
year, and he's only played
Stout
3
right.
events. We went through the qualies of Nyack, another one of your clubs, and I think when we played Swiss and Bernie, who ended up winning it, it was our 6th match or something to their 2nd, and it's just so brutal to go through. And so the better guys, even if you might be a good potential, don't want to risk having to slog it out in a quali or having a bad draw. Ooh, that's a very soft flat, huh?
it's so true. Once you get to the spot on the rankings where you have enough points to not have to play the qualies anymore, you
Or-
never want to go back.
Or even kind of like what these top guys, they get a bye, first round bye. It's
Yeah.
huge, right? I
Yeah.
mean, you show up and it's 3, if you're going to win it, it's only 3 matches.
Yeah,
Whereas
no,
I think I calculated for us to win it would be like 9
Slat.
plus pro-ams.
I'm just
5-4.
reaching the point where like Buse in my Briggs Cup semis last year is gonna go away, or maybe it just did. But I was seeing better draws than I've ever seen in my life for like the last 8 months, and it's so good. And
Can I tell you of the Briggs Cup semifinal curse?
stop. Are you serious?
Well, do you know what I did after I made the semifinal of the Briggs Cup?
What?
I played with Patrick Haynes and we didn't even qualify.
6-4.
The following year. So get ready for that.
Okay, wow.
Next Briggs Cup.
It's tough to stomach.
6-4. Yes, let. 6-4.
Do you think they should be a little? I mean, it hasn't really come up this weekend. I wouldn't say that much. The only player maybe Swiss could be in violation of it is sort of calling a stroke when your partner gets in the way of like a cross court.
Side out. 5-6.
Do you think that should be thrown in the mix? Nobody's
Wait,
done it here.
repeat that? I missed that.
So I think there was some talk of if there's a failure to get out of the way. Like if there's not a good
call a
faith
stroke
effort.
against it.
Yeah, because sometimes like you can imagine if your partner hits a really terrible cross, you want to sort of just block a bit so that you're not giving up.
No, I don't. I don't think the refs should be determining that. I know a lot of people do, and I understand the argument for it, but I think it should be.
Yes, let. 5-6.
What if
Just
there's
controlled
a
on
big
court.
fat sitter, and it's coming my way?
I
and
think
it's
you
gonna-
hit it hard.
No, but you can't.
That's what
even-
Slates would say.
Yeah, but no, that's assuming the ball gets behind me. I'm saying the ball's in front of me, and I'm just not moving, so you can't even get a racket on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's cheap. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's tough to really come up with a really good solution for it. It sounds like you think the refs should be allowed to call.
Not until we sort of understand as a group what a let stroke and stuff is, which I think there's a lot of intricacy because there's not really a lot of discussion around it on the tour. There's sort of like we have the 3-man ref system, but no training as a ref.
Yeah, great spot from JR there.
Yeah, that was all. He's got that inside-out forehand really well.
He seems super dialed in right now and
7-6.
focused. A lot of times I'm amazed even in super intense matches, he's quick to crack a joke with the crowd and stuff.
He's having fun.
He's got a serious way about him right now. So it looks like the match has settled into to a pretty solid dynamic where I think Black is trying to hammer Bedell a little more.
It's tough to go at the guy on the right wall, right?
It
It's
is
really tough.
really tough. When you've got a backhand going at a forehand.
Yeah. JR is like a 5'6", would you say? Bedell's 6'2", and JR can generate so much power above his head.
Yeah. He's a good example of a guy on the backhand who I like to watch technically how he hits it.
I love watching him. If you just watch JR for a point, don't
Yeah.
even watch the ball, it's probably the best.
He's so talented.
Left side.
He looks like he's so strong out there, too. His movement is just so, like, intentional.
Ooh, dead roller.
Was it? I thought it was a squirter. Yeah.
Oh, it was a squirter.
Yes, let.
Callis is another
7.
one who's super aggressive on his positioning. Watch how engaged and active he is, even off the ball. I mean, he's always on his toes.
Sure,
He's
I would
never
say
losing
Callis is
focus.
one of the cleanest guys to play against, though, right? He doesn't do
Flat.
the BS.
No, there's
play
nothing
checking
cheap
and
about it.
Yeah. So he's aggressive with his, but different type of aggressive than like a Swiss who will definitely jockey you to get you out of the way for position.
Although Callis is big and strong too,
He
and,
is.
and I mean he'll take his space.
He will, but he actively rotates around and moves and stuff like that. He'll give you a cross court.
There's also a bit of a dynamic between he and I where like he has been better than me since we were 10 years old, and he just bullies me a little bit over there. I'm okay with it though. One day.
Sounds like you're getting bullied by Hamid, Callis, Garno. We need a win,
I'm just
Willie.
the punching bag of
We
the
need a win.
SDA. I do need a win.
4-0? 0-4. 0-4. Oh, it's all right. You're playing North American, right? Are you playing with
No,
Buse?
no,
You're
I'm not.
What happens that weekend?
I can't do that weekend. I'm away. I forget what it is.
I haven't seen Buse too much on. Is he playing much?
Buse
this
had a little knee thing, and he's gonna try playing a couple with Colin West, I think.
season? Okay.
I got kicked to the curb.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did he text or email?
Text.
Or phone call. Text. Okay.
Yeah. Cold-hearted.
It's kind of like breaking up with a girl that you have to see all the time.
He was gentle about it.
Man, Bedell. Oh, that's unfortunate. These
I mean,
guys
the
were
difference
at
to this
6-all.
point is undoubtedly the errors. They're
Unfortunately,
just,
this looks like a 3-0 rolling.
yeah, I don't see how how the momentum's going to change here. Because Black is just not the type of team that's going to give you a lot of gaps, you know?
Yeah.
They would have to all of a sudden turn this into like one of those 2.5-hour epic battles. And
Yeah.
I don't see Bedell playing like that.
Yeah, because
It's not his style.
No.
Good hold
Hold
from
and
Stout.
flick, and Callis is just so. His movement, he almost never seems wrong-footed.
Totally.
That's
He's
2.
He's also a good example of someone who's gotten faster. Like, he consciously worked on his speed and
What
does
did
a
he
lot
do
of
for
drills with thick bands.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and
Like on his
ton.
legs,
He does
yeah.
a ton of ghosting still. And because he doesn't ever want to get beat in the front right. And he doesn't get beat in the front right very often. What a pickup off the back wall from Bedell.
Oh, racket
Ooh.
error. Inside out racket error.
We were
12,
saying last
10,
night that
12
a
rather,
couple racket errors from Russell's part of the package.
Is it? I thought he's one of the cleaner.
No, I mean, you're going to get so many winners and so
Yeah.
many dominant points from him.
The thing with Russell with his winners too is they come at 14 all.
He's
It's a
clutch.
Russell winner.
He is definitely clutch.
I'm a firm believer that not all winners are created the same. I've had this discussion with Shorts many times. The winner at Love All doesn't mean as much as the winner at 14 all. That could be good. Nope. I like these courts. They're super true. You have ample ceiling height.
They're unique, though, don't you think? Oh, that is so good. He and Matt Jensen both do that
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah, Matty Jensen's
Forehand
another
on the
one we-
left wall.
That's a
He's
a
not
loss for-
underrated, though.
No, he's not underrated. I'm saying it's a loss for the SCH. That's unbelievable. Like,
Side
to pull
out,
that out,
14-10,
like,
game ball.
getting past like that, I hate when that happens. I feel
Terrible
it's-
feeling.
It's the worst feeling. Because
Yeah.
it's your job to not let that happen.
That's your one job
Yeah, your
when the
one
guy's
thing.
at the front.
It's your one thing to do. And it happens all the time because you don't expect Russell to be able to generate that kind of power, and you're worried about the up the middle shot.
It hurt extra getting passed by you a couple times on Thursday because
On
you
my
don't hit it
backhand.
hard.
Yeah, and I hit a backhand.
I
right
like
there.
slowly watch the ball. I do have a hard time reading you from the front of the court. I'll give you that, though.
Is this going to be another 15-10, huh? I think the worst is the inside out. I hate when that happens.
What do you mean?
I actually hate when I do it to someone too. The inside out one.
Yeah. You do that a lot, though. The
Yeah,
freaky forehand from the front.
the where you think you're showing cross court volley Nick, and it's. Oh, did he?
It's let.
Are we on a delay? Because I thought I heard that sound
Yeah.
a second before. That sounded good.
Look at this. JR has such a good attitude out there.
Yeah, it must not have hurt that much, but that sounded like a nice solid flesh wound.
Oh, so casual. Oh.
Game 15-10, 2-love.
I mean, that was like watching a pro-am for a second there. Just 1 point.
Warm up. All right, we'll be back in 90. All right, back with Willie, who's on pizza slice number 5 and 6.
Great big fat person.
You've managed to stay pretty lean and
I
healthy.
work out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to. I get crazy if I don't.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta sweat every day.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you can't drink. It's like you're not going out at night, so you're getting up feeling good, and you want to expend the energy.
What's interesting is I'm not a morning person.
Yeah, I'm not either.
You know, I have to peel myself out of bed in the morning. Get a lot of energy at night too.
Do you think there's any different strategy going on here?
I don't know. You know, it's tough when the problem with the last 2 games for White has so blatantly been errors from Bedell, right? And it's tough to, if you're Stout, just repeatedly go to your partner and be like, don't make errors.
Well, because you don't want him to just stand
shoot,
out there,
right?
Yeah.
But it's tough to feel comfortable going for winners against a team like Black who's going to cover it well, and they don't give you a whole lot of bad balls to shoot.
It's amazing how you can't expose JR's movement at all. You
totally
just can't, you can't go to his. You just. I mean, I remember when we played him and Vargas and I were like, we're gonna move JR up and back. Literally, what we said, we'll move. I was like, I'll move JR up and back. That did not happen.
Did you see the little shimmy that JR just threw, like a cat burglar?
So about peeling yourself out of bed, I might have been out a little late
last night.
Yeah, might have had a 3 handle, but it wasn't too bad. I don't overdo the sauce, but That alarm went off at 8:20 for my 9 o'clock pro-am. And I swear to God, I thought I slept for 20 minutes. When it went off, I thought because I was just jamming buttons at the end of the night. I thought I accidentally hit like 4 or 520. That's another
one.
And you know what? What's more frustrating is it's
Two
not
love.
even a good shot. Right? Like that roll
It's
corner
not.
from there is just not really going to be that effective.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to make an error, at least make it be maybe could have been a good shot.
I think it's a good point you make about I don't think you and Vargas are the first team to get exposed by going into a
JR,
match against
yeah.
JR and thinking you're going to move him up and
Yeah.
down the wall and tire him out. Just not happening.
My game plan was like I have a decent 3-wall boast. I'll put that in there. If he goes and gets it, then I'll just lob it over his head. And I was like, sounds pretty simple, right? And it was just
the ball's in the nick against you before you even know it.
Yeah. I don't think I served the entire game. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Ooh.
I think Callis is so aware of where wow, that's incredible. Dude, nothing goes by him.
Announcer's curse.
Side 1-2.
It didn't go by him.
Callis is so aware of what?
The player's on court. I don't think he's ever going to hit somebody and not know. He doesn't seem like he's gonna not know that Bedell had crossed there.
That's true.
That's 2.
I mean, that's a great spot, though.
It is,
It's
but like it just comes from
1-3.
such a short backswing. He's wearing a black shirt and he's got a decent-sized midsection. You just can't see that ball coming. You just can't read the guy.
2-3.
Clipped.
Clipped it?
Yeah, that's his shot too, though. He hits that so well. Him and Jensen do. That counter punch reverse is so good.
Are you still alive in the Pro-Am?
Yeah, I got 10 a.m. tomorrow for I think it's my 27th match this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah. Me
So
and
this-
Brazilian Air.
This is a great Pro-Am.
It is a good
I
Pro-Am.
had the pleasure of being here, now that I live here and I'm a member here, for the week leading up to this, and the club was buzzing. Everyone was so pumped. You would have
Everyone's
thought
practicing.
Humber was preparing for
3-all.
you
The
know,
Olympics.
the Olympics. Like, I think he thinks this weekend is for him.
Oh, he does.
He's won 3 in a row, and he's going to make it 4 if it's the last thing he
Yes,
does.
let.
I played with him last year. Great guy. Tremendous athlete. Tremendous competitor. And he's just a good, fun guy to play with, too.
Yeah, he's a grinder.
Alright.
He's my Mass State doubles
Yeah,
partner.
that's right.
Um,
You're not going to bail this year.
Sure. It was my mom's 60th birthday. We had a big vacation planned.
That's
I thought finals night was movable.
right. Fair enough. There you go, Bedell. See, what I love about Bedell is he can always find a way to fire
4-3.
himself up.
Yeah.
It's not easy. A lot of guys will get down on them. Like, Bedell will find a way to fire himself up. Even my partner in the Pro-Am, Brazilian Air, is
Yeah.
great. He always acts or thinks or like he's not playing well. I'm like, you slotted and rolled 4 reverses. You're 74. I don't know why you think
Because he
you're
won
not
the Collegiate World Series. I mean, this is child's play for him.
Yeah.
Was that up?
Yeah, that was a roller. Stout's had a few. Stout's backhand drop has been on point today.
5-3.
This is our first lead, I believe.
So Callis is a man of few words on court. Curious what he just said there.
Yeah, he'll huddle and say something.
Yeah. But he doesn't do it unnecessarily.
No, he doesn't. Oh, that's good. Wow.
What a pickup.
Yeah. It was almost unfortunate that it nicked. Oh,
Not
wow.
up.
See, you see Callis creeping. Look at where he is. He's
Callis
creeping in the middle because,
Callis can play a
6-3.
Pro-Am in the pros.
yeah. And especially with JR, you know, you can.
Stout
He's
right.
getting pushed back a little bit, and he probably feels that he needs to cover that front left a little
Yeah.
bit. If I was Stout, I'd be looking to expose the wall a little more. But
JR's
like,
wall.
no, Callis's
Callis
wall.
How would you do that?
Well, you know, he's brought the ball. Stout has brought the ball to the front left a couple of times in a row, and you see Callis creeping towards the middle looking to cover that ball in the front left. I think there's a lot of space between Callis and the wall on a lot of these points.
JR
Side
dead
out,
winner
4-6.
day. Well, you were blathering on.
Okay. Over his head?
Yeah, pretty much. Everything's over his head, isn't it? Oh, that's nice.
Spot.
Yeah. I would say Stout is one of the tougher guys to
4-7.
read, too.
Totally. Yeah.
Any lefty I find is really hard to read for me, at least as a right wall guy on that wall. Oh, that's a shot.
Rare miss from Stout. Was that down?
Yeah, I heard the tin.
Left side, 5-7.
I think this is going to be 3-0. Ah, that's too bad. Oh,
Yes,
no. Oh, they gave him a let. Bedell actually seemed to call a let on
5.
James. Oh, that's a stroke.
Stroke.
Damn, that's too bad.
6-7.
Those
All right.
suck.
Bit of
Giving
a
away points
7-6.
like that sucks, right?
Yeah, it's painful.
In my head, it was.
Bedell's given a bunch
my
of them, but
fingers
to your
did something
point,
weird.
he doesn't seem like his energy level or his attitude has dropped too much.
Yeah. I'd like to see these guys pull out a game.
Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see them win this game and make it interesting. I do think it benefits Team White the longer this match goes.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure. I mean,
I mean,
Callis
you
is
see-
super fit, but JR is probably not. I
You
would,
see Callis is covering more and more balls.
Yes, let.
they give him a stroke. Let's see, what do you think?
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
they
say
should.
let,
I think
yeah.
they'll let.
Yeah, yes, let. I mean,
Straight
it's
drive.
definitely a let, right? I think
Definitely
JR
a
is
let.
just doing this for a little break, huh?
6-7. Russell Wright.
Do you stretch a lot before and after your matches?
I don't do as good a
6-7.
job before and after matches, but I do a lot of yoga. So it kind of keeps me loose in general. I try to hit the
Bedell off back wall reverse winner. I love this shot.
yeah.
Side out.
Sorry, go on.
8-6.
I stretch. I try to hit the hammies
Yeah, the hammies always get tight.
and just like the butt, you know, the IT band
Yeah.
kind of.
The reason I mention it is because a lot of the top
Yes,
guys
let.
like Leach and Russell, I don't think I've ever seen them warm up or
So
stretch.
it's so
they
true.
literally come in and put their
So
clothes
true.
on and get
No,
up. I'm not even joking.
I was just talking about this with someone, which is what leads me to believe that injuries are so genetic.
They have
You know?
to be, yeah. Although Matt Jensen never stretched a day in his life, he did blow out his Achilles.
Achilles is a
9-6.
funky one.
Yeah,
though.
Achilles is a
What-
funky one, but injuries,
It
I
just
know
goes,
what you're saying.
you know? Like, my dad just turned 70. He works out more than any man I know. Drinks Tab around the clock and eats chocolate chip muffins. Never stretched a day in his life. Never injured.
What's
Knock on
Tab?
wood. Tab was the first diet beverage, like totally artificial beverage.
I've
that-
never heard of it.
It's sold very infrequently now because they realized that it was basically just like drinking
That's
hot dog water.
Yeah.
But he can't shake it.
It's like the Mountain Dew.
Yes, except
That-
worse.
Worse than Mountain Dew,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
sick.
Bedell big. He
Oh,
needed
love
that.
it.
And
Break
the fist
wrist.
pump.
Yeah.
Look at that.
10-6.
Well, he's always got the fist pump. I
He
think I'll
does.
fist pump at 1-all in the first. This is nice now. I like this.
Second
A
serve.
4-point lead. I'd like to see both these guys get confident. Interesting. I think they're going at JR a lot now. Callis hasn't touched the ball this entire point. Oh, that's terrible.
let.
No let, no let, no
No,
let.
that's not a no let.
This is terrible.
It's a bad shot.
It is, but play it.
No let. If you dared call a no let on that to me, so help me God.
I wouldn't because I think Callis is like good intention with that, but I hate when guys fish.
What a
It's probably my
shot.
biggest pet peeve. Casual.
You know, that's the type of stuff,
10-7.
like a casual little middle of the court drop shot like that, dead roller into the neck, and heated points when you're down in the third.
Yeah, gives your partner such confidence in you too.
It's so big.
It's so nice to have a partner that
Such a veteran move.
Yeah. Have you played with any partners that can just sort of like run those off?
You know, Buse can shoot really well. Very rare. Very rare.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I don't think I've ever
We
seen
gotta
Callis
save this
make an
tape.
unforced error.
Like going for just a nothing shot.
Yeah, I would say
Buse,
Buse
yeah.
has a really good
I will say
winner to error ratio. You know, like you're an example of someone who can go absolutely in orbit like you did the other night. I mean, you might have had 25 winners the other night.
Side out, 8.
But you're not afraid to dunk the ball on the floor either.
I do have a cutoff though. I will.
You do?
Yeah.
You'll shut it down?
Yeah, you got to shut, and that's what I think I was saying that in the to one of the guys when I can't remember what match I was looking at. And the guy was just blasting it into the floor.
I find you're better the better the opponent is, though.
Yeah, which is frustrating sometimes, right? But that's nice. I appreciate that. I do think that you need to shut it down. I think 3 errors in a game kind of has to be your. I think your ratio should easily be 2 to 1, right? You should easily have 2 winners for every error. And if you're anywhere close to 1 to 1, you're not really doing your team
Okay,
a
a little anger from JR there.
8-12.
A rare reaction.
That was
which
a rare reaction. I wonder if he was
might
mad
lead
at
him
his
to believe
movement.
that he's a little frustrated just in general.
I think he's mad at his shot selection. Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's
Big
two
from
things
Bedell.
you never see ever.
But
This
that is like a good example of how skilled
strong
Bedell is,
yeah.
how strong he is.
Just with no backswing.
Just with no backswing, flick it past Callis,
Yeah.
who's one of the fastest, like best reactions on tour.
Good
Look
get.
how far back JR is there. Not even like.
JR's out the door. I do. They are going at J. Oh, dumped it.
Okay, looks like we're
Nice.
going 4.
Nice.
14-8,
Wow,
game
that
ball.
was brutal. He came over on it and dunked it. I wonder. Well, these guys. This is their first time playing together. But I was gonna say, I wonder if they've ever. Wow, JR rolled it. I wonder if they've ever lost a game less than 10.
14-9.
JR going for broke here. You know, this isn't impossible. Like, you know, you've come back or had someone come back from worse.
Side out,
This is not
10-14.
out of the question. You can tighten up.
Oh yeah, in
I'd
dubs,
say-
this
yeah.
is this.
Especially against a team like this where it's like you know you're not going to get an easy point.
Yeah, with an experienced team.
As I say that,
Announcers
what?
curse.
Well,
Game,
take a
number
lap.
2-1.
But
Oh
all
my
right, we'll
God,
be back
I'm gonna
in
hit
90.
the cold shower.
1-2 level. Level.
All right, back here to start the third. Sorry, the fourth? Nice. They changed out the ball. I don't know if it's a rule or if it was requested, but the ball's changed out, and I'd imagine it's better for Stout, Bedell.
Level.
Do you like changing the ball if it's
No, I don't.
cracked?
Oh, if it's cracked? No, I don't like changing the ball at any time because I think a new ball is hard to shoot. It obviously moves faster. It's harder. If you're a big hitter, you want. Oh, I think break a string. Nope. Like if you're Monic, you want a new ball, like to begin every point.
Yeah, that's true.
I never want a new ball. If it's got a crack in it, I want to play with it forever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really sketchy and totally on brand for you.
Why is that sketchy? It's a perfectly legal ball.
Who wants a crack in the ball?
I mean, I don't want a crack in the ball. I'm saying if it has a crack, I don't want to replace it.
Crack is whack. I replace.
Yeah, because you got a big cannon.
It's a huge cannon.
Better be for that swing.
All right, so last game, White did a great job towards the end of working JR, extending the points, not making errors, keeping a ton of pressure on. And they managed to push JR far back and then start shooting that front left, which in turn pulled Callis out of position, I thought.
It's a good assessment.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're up 2-0. I didn't know that this is the third point. I didn't see what happened.
I will give you money if you can explain to me why there is that white stripe on both walls.
Side out 1-2.
In the middle of the blue marks from the balls. Can you think of any reason?
Well, I would only think that you keep a boast below it and a skid boast above it. But other than that, I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. It looks awesome. It's like a racing stripe on the.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting, right? That's where all the.
I guess your explanation is somewhat sound, but.
Because what kind of a shot is gonna leave a mark? It's gonna be a boast is pretty severe, probably on the.
No let.
Yeah, that's a let for sure.
Yeah, I think so. And
great
Bedell's
reaction time. Oh, no let.
Oh.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Second serve.
Both teams really picking up the pace. With the new ball, it's really all you sort of just want to lay into it. It's a very satisfying. Oh, that might be a no let.
2-all.
Wow. Yes, let. Wow. That was a James Stout let because Russell was nowhere near that.
Oh, you got a little scolding from his boss.
See, you can't tell. Was it a scolding or was he like, good shot or your
like,
shot?
That's the time.
Yeah, I don't think it was, so it's very hard to.
I think it was a little scold.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I think they're good enough friends and have.
4-2.
We just had the legend Hamid Ahmed walk by. Hammer.
My namesake.
Your namesake.
So Callis and JR have ripped off 4 straight points. That's what Bedell brings.
What a shot from Bedell.
You never know when he's going to give you a winner.
Yeah, all those errors, those tins that he made in the first couple, they're winners if they're an inch higher. Because he gets really good action.
Profound.
But he gets I can hit the ball right above the tin, and it sits up because of the spin I hit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He lays the ball down. Like there are some guys out there that really lay the ball down.
I'd say Ferreira somehow flattens the ball out so well.
Ferreira lays it down.
And you can't even,
Slide
like,
out,
it just
4-5.
never comes up. He swings hard.
Obviously, JR does.
Yeah.
I think you do when you're on, definitely. You know, but even a guy like
Oh, man, Bedell.
Callis and Stout, I wouldn't necessarily say that
4-6.
they absolutely lay it down. They're incredibly strong.
Yeah,
And
they're crisp, they're strong. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think JR was shaking his head after that Bedell error.
rare from Callis. So both teams have kind of been
5-6.
exchanging errors here.
JR's frustrated about something. I'm not sure what. Maybe just the fact that they kind of playing scrappy with these guys. Wow, that was a scolding
Side out,
from.
7-5.
That's just embarrassing from the back of the court to get that right. Like, there's very few guys, I would say, Monic, Mudge. Like, there's very few guys I feel like I'm going to get past from a serve return.
I feel like Witten is dangerous if he can take a full swing anytime. And it was amazing to watch Stout handle his pace.
Yeah.
It totally neutralized that team because Stout is so good at handling pace.
Yes, let.
I mean, it was
7-5.
5. So it took them a while to neutralize it.
True.
And a few were 15, 14.
Choice. 7-5.
Fair enough.
I think the thing with Witten, though, is Witten hits it. So JR hits it 3 feet above the tin. Witten hits it like 3 inches above the tin.
Yeah.
And it's just different. Like, I don't know what it is, but getting past. There's another one. It's amazing that Bedell, who's athletic and reads the game pretty well, is getting past 3 or 4 times.
He does seem to not be picking the ball up that well from behind him right now.
I think he's
right?
not used to playing the right because he's so
That
good
might be
that
it, yeah.
he always plays
Yes,
left.
left.
Ooh.
I'm going to say no.
I think no.
Oh, he wants a
7-5.
stroke?
I don't think
Do we have a
Callis
replay? No,
or
no.
JR had that ball.
Yeah, no, I think that was like one of those weird squirters up the
7-5.
middle. It kind of leaked through.
Calm down. You're right, though. Down the middle solves the riddle.
Yeah. That was a crack, I think. There's no wasted movement in JR's entire swing.
No.
Yes, let. 7-5.
What swings do you like the best on tour? I mean, obviously I like JR's. There's a couple swings. I actually really like Vargas's backhand.
Do you?
Yeah, it's just something about. I mean, I know it's kind of long, but there's something very
I know what you
poetic about
mean.
it.
Like, he has super good timing.
Yeah.
And you know how some days you go out there and you can effortlessly hit the ball hard because you've just got good timing that
No,
day?
I don't.
Okay.
That does
But
not.
in theory, could you imagine
Yeah,
how
sure.
someone might know that?
7-6.
Vargas has that all the time. He hits a clean ball, I agree.
5'7", 135, and just Randy too, right?
Definitely JR
serve.
is one
Yeah.
of my favorite swings on tour.
Leach, no backswing. Never know what he's gonna hit.
Eh,
No, not
not
impressed.
for me.
You're not a Leach.
No, I love Leach. I love his game.
No, I know
I'm
what
just
you're
saying
I'm just
purely
not the
swing.
8-6.
Monic doesn't do it for me because it's like if you have that size and swing.
There's no one else with like that body
Yeah,
type.
yeah. So it's like
It
you almost
can't be.
expect. It's like if you're 7 foot and athletic and you're not playing in the NBA dunking, like you almost expect that. Ah,
I think
free.
Mariani's swing is unique.
It is unique.
It's so loopy.
Yeah,
9-6.
I don't know that that's one to emulate. It is unique. I just more mean like JR is just so. It's just the only other one I can think of is like Jeff Stanley.
I like
That
Jeff
is-
Stanley's swing.
Yeah.
He's got a nice, true, like
Yeah,
pure
Hard
backhand.
ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the guys that grew up playing hardball, you can tell they really know what they're doing hitting
Yeah.
a hardball. Like Morris Clothier when he hits a
Oh yeah.
when he hits a Philly or a drop shot from the front, you're like, oh, that's how you're supposed to hit a hard ball.
When I started playing doubles, Morris, it's amazing. Like, he would just casually just hit, like, shots that you would never – like, you're standing right behind him, and he hits a soft rail.
Yeah.
And you just don't know how to get it. He has those shots that are – he puts the ball down probably better than anyone.
Side out,
This is getting nice and
all right.
juicy, 7-9.
7-9. We got a
Coming
juicer.
In. Yeah. Any thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I mean, statistically, I think the odds are very heavily in Black's favor.
Very heavily, you mean greater than 60-40?
Yeah, I do. I think if it was 9-all, the odds would be in Black's favor anyways.
Sure. Okay.
I think with
enough.
a 2-point lead, it gets, higher than that.
I also like that. He just didn't
got
execute.
Him, he just didn't.
Oh, that was awesome. I love when I see that. I also like that.
That's good heat from
that
JR.
is so good. Such good placement. Because Bedell's had trouble. I also like that JR and Callis have basically been like, all right, we're up 2-1. We're winning in this game. We're just going to hit like our corners and our spots. Okay. Through the wickets.
Another tweener.
This is their first time playing together, right?
Yeah.
That's tough. What do you do with a ball up the middle? I actually played once with Morris, and his rule was first man to the ball.
Really?
Yeah.
I usually end up letting the guy on the backhand take it a lot, assuming that their forehand is better than my backhand.
Yeah. What if I like to shoot from my backhand, though, so sometimes I kind of jump in there and we'll poach a little stab.
I like to step in and stab it, definitely. But if we're going to hit it hard, I've been playing with Buse for the last 2 years, and he can hit it really hard on both sides. So we usually let him take those. Ooh, that was almost a quick winner.
Yeah.
Those are maybe the most painful way to miss the ball, when you airmail it out of court.
I agree. Because you're like
just a spaz attack.
You kind of just feel like you should have gone for it. Oh, JR.
Did he lay that down, or was it?
No, he flattened it.
See,
he laid it down. Mikey can do that. He can do that. I don't understand. They almost it just doesn't come up.
Yeah. There's something about doubles where it just seems like 95% of the time.
Oh, no.
Was that up?
No. Oh, it would have been epic, too. That was bad. I like his aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Because that was the first clean look he got at something.
I like Stout is such a good competitor, too.
Yeah.
He's such a good force for Bedell, too. I feel like that's what Bedell needs, and he'll be super dangerous.
I honestly think it's just that he hasn't gotten enough matches at this level on the right.
Reps.
Yeah. Because he's really playing a lot on the left, because how many guys are as good as him on the left at the R&T? And he's kind of like just done that forever. He just looks a little uncomfortable on the right.
I agree. I don't like his baseline swing when
he like
when
shortens it up and
pace.
chokes it up.
It seems like he makes a lot of racket errors from right there.
And there's a lot of wrist movement, which is,
He's so strong, and he has such good reaction.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like he has plenty of time. Did he just lay that down?
Yeah, I think that was just basically a fat squat. Look at this.
13-8.
It literally just, we don't have replay. It just dumped in that corner. Are they going to check the ball?
So that's 3 huge winners from Team Black.
From
the
JR,
vets.
basically.
Yeah.
Callis is a good role man, right? He knows his role. He does everything he's supposed to do really well. He always plays within himself. All those cliches.
Another one.
I think that's match ball. And Stout's actually frustrated. They went from 10-8, ripped off a few right here. Ooh, that would have been the match.
14.
2-1 up, 14-8. I think that's
all she wrote.
Yeah. Callis will probably not hit another softball this match, and that's it.
There it is.
Billy, it's been a pleasure.
Pleasure. See you tomorrow.
Thanks for having. Yeah. Thanks
Signing
for having.
out. You're welcome.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.